We need to talk about the crafting table in COD Zombies. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about the crafting table in COD Zombies. And no, I'm not talking about this crafting table. I'm talking about this one. Because I'm not gonna lie, the crafting table is one of the biggest innovations added to modern zombies, and to be honest, it's also one of the biggest missed opportunities in my opinion. So today, I wanted to talk about why the crafting table feels underutilized, what it could have been, and how future zombies games can honestly make it a really good mechanic. But before we get into how we can fix the crafting table, we have to understand what the original purpose of the crafting table is in the first place. Now, when Cold War Zombies first introduced salvage, in my opinion, it actually kind of solved a genuine problem where players finally had another resource other than having to spend points on everything. Salvage basically became its own point economy where you can use it to craft lethals, tacticals, and score streaks and stuff like that. It also rewarded more aggressive play, in my opinion, since killing enemies more efficiently let you earn more salvage, which I honestly think salvage is fine, and I don't really think that's the issue, but it's what the crafting table actually lets you do with that salvage. Because just think about how most people interact with the crafting table right now. All you have to do is save enough salvage to buy armor, maybe grab a Semtex, and then later buy more armor or something. Like, there's not really a specific reason that makes you want to go and purchase something from the crafting table. It's almost like you do because you absolutely have to if you want equipment and stuff like that. It basically feels like an in-game store where you can buy lethals and stuff like that, but instead of points, you're just using salvage. Like, they haven't really added any, like, map-specific equipment or anything, really, except for Totenreich, that makes you want to go to the crafting table and purchase something with salvage. Honestly, it would go a long way if Treyarch, for their next game, added more map-specific equipment into the crafting table. That would at least incentivize people more for actually wanting to use it more. Like the Glock drops and stuff from Totenreich is an absolute perfect example of a map-specific equipment that they could put into the crafting table. Astra Malorum is also another example of the crafting table being a missed opportunity. Because how cool would it have been, instead of killing Oscar to get the Mega Death Machine, you had to do a side Easter egg which unlocks it in the crafting table, to which you can use it to kill Oscar and he drops something cool. That would have been sick. Another thing that's really weird to me about the crafting table is the fact that you can't build like buildable parts at the crafting table or anything. Like, you have an actual workbench where you go to actually craft the parts that you find, and then you have the actual crafting table, which it kind of gets confusing a little bit in my opinion, and I don't know why they don't just combine both. Armor as well. Like, in my opinion, I think it makes a lot more sense to put armor in the crafting table instead of making it a wall buy, considering armor is something that you craft anyway. That is one positive I will give Vanguard Zombies, is they pretty much simplified that by just putting armor in the crafting table, and I think it's a lot more simple than having it in the arsenal machine or having separate different wall buys for it. I think it would also be really cool as well if they also found a way to be able to make it so you can upgrade your equipment and stuff from the crafting table as well. Like, imagine if there was a side Easter egg or something where you had to find a few parts and you bring it over to the crafting table where you could upgrade your monkey bombs or something. That would be sick. You could also upgrade your Semtexes or something to have like a bigger explosive radius or something, because not only would it give the more hardcore players more stuff to do in each map, but it would also make people learn the map and allow people to switch up their strategies if they want to a little bit. Because there's honestly nothing really in the crafting table right now that makes it really stand out map to map. Like, the game already lets you upgrade your weapon rarity, why not equipment as well? I think it would even be cool if they added upgradable kill streaks. It would also make salvage a little more interesting, as it kind of just feels like a priority list where you're going to absolutely spend it on ammo mods damage, you're absolutely going to buy armor and maybe a kill streak with it as well. Now, I do understand why Treyarch did add the crafting table to the game, because they basically wanted to simplify things, and I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever, because you automatically already know how it works. You just have to go up to it and be able to purchase whatever you want, basically. And I agree that accessibility is a huge thing in order to get new players into zombies. But accessibility also doesn't mean they have to necessarily remove depth as well. And the reason I call it a missed opportunity rather than a bad feature is because I don't think the crafting table is a bad feature whatsoever. I just think it needs some more unique stuff to make it stand out a little bit more. Because in my opinion, the crafting table is such a big opportunity for them to make something creative, like a creative kill streak or something. I honestly think that even the mech suit from Kawakajo, after you do that side Easter egg, that honestly should have been an available kill streak in the crafting table that was only available on that map. Another example of a missed opportunity from the crafting table are the mutant injection. Because I'm not gonna lie, when BO6 came out, I really thought we were going to get a unique mutant injection for each map, but they just didn't do it for some reason, which is really weird. Like, imagine being able to use like a doppelgast injection on Citadel and a mimic injection on the Tomb. That would have been super cool. They even have the disciple injection in Black Ops 7 Zombies, so why didn't they just add it to Shattered Veil? Like, it's really weird to me. I feel like it would have also made high rounds a lot more fun in Black Ops 6, as well as the only map you would have had access to the Mangler injection would have been Liberty Falls, and that's it. Every single map afterwards would have had their own kind of little strategy. Because I honestly don't hate the crafting table, and I definitely don't think it should be removed, but I do think it should be, it definitely needs to evolve a little bit more, because in my opinion, since Cold War, it feels like the crafting table has just basically stayed the same for the most part. Like, imagine if future Zombies titles lean into the idea of finding blueprints around the map to be able to upgrade your equipment and stuff. That would honestly be a cool evolution for the crafting table, in my opinion. Because when I hear the words crafting table, I don't picture a glorified shop. I picture a system more that rewards creativity, although after years of modern zombies, I'm still waiting for something like this to be implemented. I think it would also be cool if they made the crafting table look unique for each map. Don't get me wrong, it's such a small thing, but it's a small step in the right direction to ensure that the crafting table feels a little bit unique map to map. Because I think that if Treyarch expands the idea of the crafting table, it could become one of Zombies' most defining mechanics instead of one of its most overlooked. Because I genuinely do think the crafting table is such a big opportunity, like I said, for them to add really cool stuff into the game. And I really honestly don't understand those people that think that the crafting table is an excuse for Treyarch not to add map unique stuff to the game, which I don't understand that argument, considering that they've done that already. It just depends on whether they choose to do it for every map or not. But I want to know what you guys think of the crafting table in the comments. Do you guys think the crafting table actually ruined Zombies, or do you think the crafting table has so much potential that Treyarch just needs to evolve the crafting table a little bit? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you would change about the crafting table. Would you keep it mostly the same, or would you completely redesign it from the ground up? Like, if you have ideas for new craftable equipment or upgradable equipment and stuff, leave them in the comments, because I'm curious to see what your take is about the whole thing. I also wanted to say thank you for all the people supporting my channel. Like, I honestly didn't expect that my videos would get out to that many people, so the support definitely means a lot. All right, that's all I got for this video. See ya.